Okay, so today we're going to be working on finding characteristics of a graph using the general form. Now, just as a review, our general form is y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so we'll just remember that over there. Okay, so what we're going to be working with is y equals 3x squared plus 6x minus 189. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try to take out a common factor, which in this case we can take out a 3. So that's going to leave us with 3 times x squared plus 2x minus 63. Now we're going to go ahead and factor this. So that's going to give us y is equal to 3 times x plus 9 times x minus 7. So from here we can already determine a few things. Our y-intercept we know is going to be our c value. So our y-intercept is going to be equal to 0, comma, negative 189. Okay, now our x-intercepts are going to be equal to, if we look here, this is going to be negative 9, comma 0. And on this one here, we're going to be left with 7, comma 0. Okay, so we know that we can start plotting some points here. Okay, so we're going to say this down here is negative 189, just so I don't have to draw out 189 ticks. And our two x-intercepts, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is going to be our one x-intercept here, put our y-intercept there. Our other x-intercept is going to be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know we have those 3 points. We also know, because our a value here is positive, that the direction of our parabola is going to be up. Okay, now we need to find our vertex. Now, in order to find the vertex, we first need to find our axis of symmetry. So our axis of symmetry is going to be exactly in between our two x-intercepts. So what we're going to do is we're going to call this one here x1 and this one x2. Okay, so in order to find our axis of symmetry, we're going to do x1 plus x2 divided by 2. And that's going to give us our axis of symmetry right down the center. So we're going to just plug and chug here. We're going to use negative 9 plus 7 divided by 2, which is going to be equal to negative 2 divided by 2, which is going to give us negative 1. So that means our axis of symmetry is x is equal to negative 1. So we're going to go ahead and draw a dotted line here. So this is our axis of symmetry. Okay. So now, in order to find our vertex, rather than going into vertex form, we're just going to plug in our axis of symmetry, x equals negative 1, into our original equation, which is right up here. So I'm going to go ahead and move this equation to the bottom. And once again, we're just going to plug and chug. So y is equal to 3 times negative 1 squared plus 6 times negative 1 minus 189. So that means y is going to equal, this is going to give us 3 minus 6 minus 189. We're going to combine all of those to give us a total of negative 192. So with this answer here in our axis of symmetry, we know that our vertex is going to be at the point of negative 1, which is again our axis of symmetry, and our y value, which we just figured out as negative 192. So we're going to go ahead and plot that. So we're going to say this is 192 down here, and it's going to be at negative 1. So we go across here. This is going to be our point. So now all we have to do is just connect the dots and draw our parabola. And that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps.